don't get to be this way. I've always got a smiling face at any time and any place. And every time they ask me why, I just smile and say, here we go. You've got to kiss an angel good morning, let her know you think about her when you're gone. Kiss an angel good morning, love her like a devil when you get back home. People may try to guess the secret of happiness, and some of them never learn it's a simple thing. The secret I'm speaking of is a woman and a man in love, and the answer is in the song that I always sing. Here we go. You've got to kiss an angel good morning, let her know you think about her when you're gone. Kiss an angel good morning, love her like a devil when you get back home. Kiss an angel good morning, let her know you think about her when you're gone. Kiss an angel good morning, love her like the devil when you get back home. Thank you very much. Good morning. Welcome along to my little The Morning Show, brand new show for you. I thought I'd do something a little bit different. The afternoon lives that I do are mainly requests and things like that, and the morning show is going to be a bit more structured with little features. So hopefully you'll like it. I'm just going to do a little bit of a coming up trailer so you can see what we've got coming up today. So this is what we're going to be doing. In a couple of minutes' time, we're going to do a little bit of country music news, only a few stories that are in the headlines at the moment. And then at 1:15, I've got a featured artist of the day. So I shall let you know who that is at 1:15. Then we're going to do a little musical number at 11:30. And a couple of classic line dances at 20 to 12, and then we'll finish with a song at 5 to 12. So it's only an hour, this show, but I'm hoping to pack as much into it as I can. So I'll just say a few hellos before we go to the country music news, see who we got in today. Where did I go up to? Because I was looking just before I came. Karen James is here. Hello, Karen, and she shared it as well. Thank you, Karen. We've also got Mark Brooks has just tuned in. And Marilyn Withers. I can look at doing your request on Friday, Marilyn, if that's okay. If you're watching on Friday afternoon, I've got my normal afternoon live show. Carol Firth is here. Sue Bridge is here. Sharon is listening while having an early dinner. Yes, it is a bit early, isn't it? Well, yeah. 11's is, I suppose you'd call it. Jane Emerson says, hi, Richard, good morning. Hello, Jane. Arthur and Susan are watching in sunny Scotland. Is it sunny there? It's not sunny here in Cleethorpes, I can tell you that much. Brenda Martin, she says she's here after all. Oh, yes, she wasn't sure that you was going to be able to watch, were you, Brenda? But I'm pleased you managed to get here. Carol says, good morning, Ricky P. And Leslie Kidd is here as well as Annette Hodgson. Clarissa says no jokes today. Well, not up to now, but you never know. The morning is young, shall we say. But yes, so lots coming up today. What I would like to draw your attention to is the classic dances, because I'm only going to have time for 2 or 3 classic dances. So if you would like to tell me your favourite line dances from the 90s or the 2000s or whatever in the comments, and I will try and do them for you. That can be the little requests of the day, but otherwise I've sort of planned what I'm going to perform for you today. So I've got a little bit of all sorts, and it's all very new to me, and I'm very nervous, so you've got to be nice to me. Okay, but it's now 11:05, so it's time for the first item on our agenda. So we're going to do the country music news for the week. Here we go. Okay, so I'm sure you're all aware of the very sad news about Charlie Daniels passing away. He's passed away at the age of 83, so that was a good age. But obviously he's famous for hits such as The Devil Went Down to Georgia. And he began his music career back in the 60s as a session musician. He played guitar and fiddle and bass and banjo for artists such as Bob Dylan, Ringo Starr and Leonard Cohen. And in 1971, he formed the Charlie Daniels Band, who recorded many hit singles over their long career. And in 2016, Charlie was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame. But Charlie sadly passed away on Monday following a stroke. So that's the first news item of the day. The second one is rather more interesting in terms of this country, perhaps. Brad Paisley is set to headline Live Nation's first ever Live from the Drive-In concert series. It's set to take place in St. Louis, Nashville and Indianapolis this weekend. The concert will feature a weekend full of acts, and it can be watched from the comfort of the ticket holders' own cars. So what do you think of that? Could we maybe do that here in the UK? I don't know. We're already hearing of drive-in cinemas in various cities. They're popping up. So could we maybe do country music or just music in general, music concerts too? Let me know what you think about that in the chat. Would you feel safe? I mean, you're going to be in your own car. So obviously you'll probably put the windows down so you can hear the music, but otherwise I would have thought it'd be fairly safe. So what do you think of that? Let me know in the comments. Okay, and the third and final story for this morning is Gary LeVox from the multi-award winning band Rascal Flatts has announced that he intends to record a solo album. Now, Rascal Flatts were meant to perform a farewell tour this year after 20 years together, but it had to be cancelled because of COVID-19. But Gary LeVox said the trio sometimes would struggle to agree on what songs to record, and he feels it's important for him to continue his singing career, even if Rascal Flatts do not. Okay, so talking of Gary LeVox and Rascal Flatts, I'm going to do one of Rascal Flatts' biggest hits next. You should know this one. It goes something like this. I set out on a narrow way many years ago, hoping I would find true love along the broken road. I got a lusty time or two, wiping my brow, kept pushing through. Couldn't see how every sign was pointing straight to you. But every long lost stream led me to where you are. Others who broke their hearts, they were like northern stars, pointing me on my way into your loving arms. This much I know is true, that God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. I think about the years I spent just passing through. I'd like to have the time I lost, give it back to you. For you just smile and take my hand. You've been there, you understand. It's all part of a grander plan that is coming true. Every long lost stream led me to where you are. Others who broke my heart, they were like northern stars, pointing me on my way into your loving arms. This much I know is true, that God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. Rolling home into my lover's arms. This much I know is true. God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. Okay, thank you very much. Let's just have a quick look at your comments. We've got a few minutes before we do the featured artist of the morning or of the week. Let's have a quick look. Where was we up to? No jokes today. That was the last one I read from Clarissa. Ben Curtin has popped in. Hello, Ben. I don't know if you're still watching. He only sort of grabs a few minutes here and there when he's at work. But if he's still here, then is with Claire, apparently. So, hello. I hope you're having a good day at work. Brenda said, it's horrible weather down here in Devon. She says, we're always nice to you. Well, thank you, Brenda. I know you are. But with everything being new for this new show, I was a little bit nervous about things, but seem to be going okay. Joanne says, good morning, Richard. I'm here. Liam Williamson is here as well. Oh, Clarissa said, walk back to me for one of the classic dances. Well, yes, that's the first suggestion I've read, so I'm sure we can fit that one in for you. Mark Timmer says, good morning, Rich. Not watching, bud. Listening in while I wallpaper, I think that must be. Wallpaper my front room. Okay, well, I'm good background music for all manual tasks, so that's good to hear. Johnny Flinton's tunes in. He says, good morning, Richard. Hello, Johnny. I hope you're doing well. Wendy Peters says, it's raining in East Sussex as well. And Arthur and Susan would like Buy Me a Rose. Yes, that's another classic dance, isn't it? From 2006, I think it was, by Rob Fowler. So, yes, that's two classic dances we've got for that section now, so we're doing quite well. Sylvia Adams is here and peeling potatoes. Hot potatoes, not tamales. Now, that's a very old line. Yes, I don't sing that one, else I would have included that one for you, but never mind. Johnny Flinton said, Derek Ryan has already done a driving show. Wish he'd bring it over here. Yes, it would be good to have some in the UK. Carol Thurf agrees she would like the drive-in malarkey. So, yes, it would be a good idea. It would take a lot of organising, I think, and a lot of... you wouldn't sort of be able to do it on a small scale because you'd need a lot of PA equipment, I would imagine, because people are going to be very much spaced out in cars. But, yes, it could happen, and hopefully it will. Maybe a big festival would be nice. But then again, we don't know how much longer we're going to not be allowed to sing in venues, in pubs and clubs and things like that. So, you might go to all the time and expense and trouble of setting one up and then suddenly find we're back on the road again. So it's a difficult one, isn't it? Karen says to Carol, you'd want to dance, though, a bit difficult in a car. Well, you can always... put your head through the sunroof and climb up and dance on your rooftops. Why not? Michelle Risley's watching. Hello, Michelle. I hope you're okay. She says morning with a little star. She is a little star, though, isn't she, Michelle? I do love Michelle Risley. Carol Firth says, I love your shows. You always brighten my day. Oh, that's very kind. Thank you. Mary says, very professional show, Richard. I love Buy Me a Rose. Thank you, Mary. That's very kind of you. I'm doing my best. Brenda says, what about Chill Factor? I don't sing Chill Factor. I know some people do as fast as you, don't they? Is it Dwight Yoakam or somebody, I think? But no, I don't do it, I'm afraid, else I would. Leanne Williamson says she's dipping in and out as and when I can. And Tina Argyle is watching as well. Hello, Tina. Nice to have you along with us today. So let's just have another quick look back at what we've got coming up today, just in case you've forgotten. In a couple of seconds' time, we're going to learn who today's featured artist is. And then I'm going to be performing a few songs by the featured artist. So I think we should find out who it is. Here we go. Okay, yes, it's the man himself. It's the man himself. It's Mr. George Strait is today's featured artist. Who else could we have really on the first show? Absolute star, George is. So a little bit of background on George before I sing some of his songs. He was born in 1952. Which means he's 2 years older than my dad, thinking about it, because he was born in 1954. So, yes, and is sometimes referred to as the King of Country, and is also considered one of the most influential and popular recording artists of all time. It's hard to believe, actually, but George Strait has had a total of 60 number one hits. Can you believe that? 60 number one hits in all of the charts, which gives him more number one songs than any other artist in any genre of music, which is quite amazing, really. He also holds the record for the largest indoor concert in North America, with one of his concerts in 2014 drawing in 104,793 people, which is absolutely crazy, isn't it? So, yeah, absolutely fantastic artist, and I am going to do a few of his songs now since he is my featured artist of the week. The first one I'm going to do is one of his popular songs called Louisiana Way. I think there was a line dance to this one as well a few years ago, but it's a good song to sing along to, so have a little sing along to this. Here we go. I am going down Louisiana Way, and going back as old this very day. Don't worry about me, 'cause I'll be okay. I'm going down Louisiana Way. I will miss all my old Chicago friends and think about you, San Francisco, now and then. I will remember my compadres in LA. Look me up down Louisiana Way. All together, let's see you sing. Here we go. I am going down Louisiana Way, and going back as old this very day. Don't worry about me, 'cause I'll be okay. I'm going down Louisiana Way. Don't let your eyes get misty now. You knew the time would come around for me to go. And I will miss you so long, friends. I guess I'll see you while you go. You might be back sometime, you just never know. I've left a sweetheart just north of Whiskey Bay. True love waits down Louisiana Way. Okay, let's see you sing. Here we go. I am, oh yeah, I'm going back as old this very day. Don't worry about me, 'cause I'll be okay. I'm going down Louisiana Way. 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 Oh yeah, Louisiana way. Sticking with George Strait, of course, for this one. This is a nice little story song he did. This is called The Chair. Well, excuse me, but I think you got my chair. No, that was not taken, I don't mind if you sit there. I'd be glad to share it. Usually packed here on Friday nights. Oh, if you don't mind, could I took you out of the lights? Oh, well, thank you. Could I drink you a bite? Oh, listen to me. What I mean is, can I buy you a drink? Anything you please. Oh, you're welcome, but I don't think I caught your name. Are you waiting for someone to meet you here? Well, that makes two of us. Glad you came. No, I don't know the name of the band, but they're good, aren't they? Would you like to dance? Yeah, I like that song too. It reminds me of you and me, baby. Do you think there's a chance that maybe later on I could drive you home? No, I don't mind at all. Oh, I like you too, and to tell you the truth, that wasn't my chair after all. Oh, I like you too, and to tell you the truth, that wasn't my chair after all. Thank you very much. A little bit of The Chair. We're going to finish the little George Strait section with probably one of his biggest hits of all time. A little bit of Cowboy Rides Away. We all know this one. Keep singing along. I knew the stakes were high right from the start. As she dealt the cards, I dealt my heart. Now I've just found a game that I can't play. This is where the cowboy rides away. My heart is sinking like the setting sun. Sitting all the things I wish I'd done. And it's time to say goodbye to yesterday. This is where the cowboy rides away. We've been in and out of love and as the credits roll, a sad song starts to play. This is where the cowboy rides away. My heart is sinking like the setting sun. Sitting all the things I wish I'd done. And it's time to say goodbye to yesterday. This is where the cowboy rides away. And that last goodbyes, I just wanna stay. This is where the cowboy rides away. Thank you. Okay, that concludes your featured artist of the week, which was, of course, Mr. George Strait. We've just got a couple of minutes now before we go down to Broadway for a little musical number. So I'm just going to have a quick look at if I've missed any comments at all. Let me have a quick look through. Where did we get up to? Tina Argyll coming on board, wasn't it? That's where we got up to. Joanne says you will be cracking at singing Chill Factor. I've never tried, Joanne. I'll have to have a look, but thank you. Sharon said my favourite. I think that's for George Strait. Obviously a very, very popular country music singer, and the obvious choice for my first ever featured artist of the week. Yes, we've got quite a few new people watching since last time. Hello to Gary O'Reilly. He's just tuned in, as has Carl Harry Winson. Hello, Carl, and Guillaume as well. Hello. 3 choreographers in a row there, so I hope you're all doing well, boys. Karina says, morning Richard from a damp Wales, loving this morning show, fabulous choice of star guest, love his songs. Yes, he's a classic, isn't he? So yeah, I just had to pick him. He's always been one of my favourites, has George Strait. Faye Curtin says, darn it, I was knee deep in a complaint and didn't notice the notification for the show. Oh, well, you can always watch it back, Faye, from the beginning once we've finished. You've only missed the news headlines and our featured artist of the week, which was George Strait for this week. Which room am I in today, says Brenda. I'm in the dining room. I had to look then. The dining table there. Yes, I'm in the dining room. I've moved. So it's a through lounge, really. So I'm still kind of in the same room as the Safari wallpaper, but not quite. So let's just have another quick look at what we've got coming up later on in the show. In a couple of minutes' time, we've got our trip down to Broadway for a little musical song. Then we've got a couple of classics, which is classic line dances. And we've already got a couple that have been chosen. Where You Gonna Go, Walk Back to Me was one, and Buy Me a Rose for Arthur and Susan, and then we'll finish with a song later on as well. But just come back to me for 1 second. I think what we're going to do today for our musical feature is we're going to go to The Lion King, which I know for a lot of people is one of their favourite musicals of all time. Some fabulous songs from that musical as well. But let's find out which one I've chosen for today. There's a calm surrender to the rush of day, when the heat of a rolling wave can't be turned away. An enchanted moment, and it sees me through. It's enough for this restless warrior just to be with you. Can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer that we've got this far. And can you feel the love tonight? How it's laid to rest. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. It's a time for everyone if we only learn that the twisting kaleidoscope moves us all in turn. There's a rhyme and reason to the wild outdoors, where the heart of the star-crossed Voyager beats in time with yours. Can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer that we've got this far. Can you feel the love tonight? How it's laid to rest. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. Thank you very much. Thank you. That concludes our little trip to the West End or Broadway, whatever you want to call it. A little bit of The Lion King. Let me just have a look where we got up to. I think Wendy Evans has joined us late as usual. Hello, Wendy. Melanie Marshall as well. Hello, Albert Cash, and Dave Whiting as well. Leanne Williams says surprise song. Surprise song. Well, I have sung it before, to be fair, that one, but it is a good one. From The Lion King, Joanne says she loves The Lion King. It's such a wonderful show on stage. It was the very first West End musical I saw on my 21st birthday. Oh, that must have been wonderful. I've never seen it, although Leanne, who's watching, I think she's seen it, hasn't she? I think she has. She might correct me, but I seem to remember her going to see it at some point. Okay, just a few little notes while we've got a little bit of time. Some of you are already have tickets for my show on Saturday, for my musical variety extravaganza show on Saturday night. The tickets for that are £5, and it's a 2.5-hour show. I've got all sorts happening on Saturday. We've got celebrity interviews with celebrities from the world of line dance, and we've got duets as well, exclusive duets, which won't be seen anywhere else. They're exclusively for the show. What else have I got? Vintage footage, and I've got some fantastic vintage footage for this week's show. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It's from when I was very, very young indeed, but one of my first performances ever, I believe. I've got to show you on Saturday, so that should be worth getting a ticket for, if nothing else. And also lots of music. We've got a quiz as well, of course. We always do a quiz at the variety show, and there is a prize for the winner and a prize for second place. Last time it was Amy, and she was well ahead in the lead, so we've got to try and stop her winning this time. But I've made it more even even this time, because before it did used to depend a little bit on your how much of a delay you had between the video and the comments and everybody else. So I've managed to eradicate it, I think, with this new method. So hopefully we'll be okay. So that's coming up on Saturday. Of course, I've got my usual show on this Friday, my afternoon live at 2:30 on Friday. That's an all request show, so you can ask for whatever you like within reason. And normally I do it if I know it. If I don't know it, then I'll learn it for a future edition. I just have to remember to try and make notes, because otherwise I do forget about them. So yeah, so that's coming up on Friday. Let me have a look if I've missed any comments. Leanne says that you were meant to be doing I meant you were going to be doing a surprise song. I don't know what that means. But if you've got a request, I can do it on Friday. But I don't... Well, we might have time to do one now, actually, because it's not 22. What time are we doing the next feature? Let me have a quick look. Yes, it's not till 22, so we've got a few minutes. So I can do a song now. If you tell me very quickly what you would like, I can fit it in before we do the classic songs. So be fast on your typing, and I shall do my best to do it for you. So yes, also a quick note on the CDs as well. I have got 4 CDs on sale. Showtime CD, which is all musical songs. I've got Lockdown 1, 2 and 3. Number 1 is Love Songs. Number 2 is Requests. It's got stuff like Morning Sun on it. I See Me. Oh, it's got all sorts. I can't remember them all. And the last CD that I've just done was story songs, songs that tell a story. I've still not got a request coming in from Leanne, so I might have to just choose one for her. She does like musical songs. We could do another musical song, perhaps. Let me have a quick look what we've got in the musicals. Or I should come up with one. I've written it wrong. Could I have a song from Blood Brothers? There we go. We got there in the end. So Blood Brothers, you can indeed. I only really do the 2, if I'm honest. And I did Easy Terms the other day. So shall we try the other one? The other one that I do. This one's from Blood Brothers. I'll do the introduction again for the stand inside his shoes, I'd say, how can I compare thee to a summer's day? I'd take a page in all the papers, I'd announce it in the news. If I were the guy, if I was in his shoes, if I was him, I'd bring you flowers and ask you to dance. We'd while away the hours making future plans for rainy days in country lanes and trips to the sea. I just tell you that I love you if it was me. But I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying I care. Oh, I would like you to know that I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying I care. Oh, I would like you to know. Tell you. If I was him, I'd have to tell you what I kept in my heart, that even if we had to live from worlds apart, there would not be a day in which I did not think of you. If I was him, that's what I'd do. But I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying I care. Oh, I would like you to know I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying I care. Oh, I would like you to know. I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying I care. Oh, I would like you to know. I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying I care. Oh, I would like you to know. I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying I care. Oh, I would like you to know. I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying I care. Oh, I would like you to know. I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying I care. Oh, I would like you to know. I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying I care. Oh, I would like you to know. I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying I care. Oh, I would like you to know. I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying I care. Oh, I would like you to know. I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying I care. Oh, I would like you to know. I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying I care. Oh, I would like you to know. I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying I care. Oh, I would like you to know. I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying I care. Oh, I would like you to know. I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying I care. Oh, I would like you to know. I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying I care. Oh, I would like you to know. I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying I care. Oh, I would like you to know. I'm Oh, Thank you very much. Right, it's time for your couple of classics now, and I've been asked for a little bit of Walk Back to Me, so we're going to do that one first. I believe this one is for the lovely Clarissa Harrison. Goes something like this. June fell for Johnny on the 4th of July. As fireworks popped in the summer sky, with a spark in her eye, she'd have stood there and stared as the sky lit up to the rocket's red glare. And by September she'd asked him for a wedding band. How could she know he was a reveling man? He walked out the door in the dead of the night, and a sleepy voice whispered as he turned out the light, saying, where you gotta go, oh, what you gonna do when you get there? Oh, you're gonna call when your road runs out at the sea. Oh, you're never gonna find someone who loves you like I do. If you ever get tired of running, you can turn around and walk back to me. He called her up to see Mr. Alive. Texas Panhandle was as far as he'd got. He'd run out of money, he'd run out of love, he'd run out of gas. And his pickup truck hits a right, catch a train or a Greyhound bus. There's a baby on the way that makes 3 of us, and I need you here beside me. I can't go it alone. She told him one more time, then she hung up the phone, saying, where you gotta go, oh, what you gonna do when you get there? Oh, you gotta call when your road runs out at the sea. Oh, you're never gonna find someone who loves you like I do. If you ever get tired of running, you can turn around and walk back to me. Oh, the years just seen a roll all right by them. She missed him more and more every day. And that boy grew up to look and act just like him. Oh, and he knew someday soon he'd be old enough to fly away. And she'd say, honey, where you gonna go? Oh, what you gonna do when you get there? Oh, you're gonna call when your road runs out at the sea. Oh, you're never gonna find someone who loves you like I do. Oh, if you ever get tired of running, you can turn around and walk back to me. Yeah, if you ever get tired of running, just turn around and walk back to me. Thank you very much. Walk Back to Me, especially for Clarissa Harrison. This next one is a request for Arthur and Susan, who are up in Scotland. Buy Me a Rose. He works hard to give her all he thinks she wants. 3-car garage, her own credit cards. He pulls it late to wake her up with a kiss goodnight. If he could only read her mind, she'd say, buy me a rose, Call me from work, open a door for me, what would it hurt? Show me you love me by the look in your eyes. These are the little things I need the most in my life. Well, the days have turned to years of living all alone. She can't help but wonder what she's doing wrong. 'Cause lately she tried everything just to turn his head. Would it make a difference if she said, oh, if she said, buy me a rose, call me from work, open a door for me, what would it hurt? Show me you love me by the look in your eyes. These are the little things I need the most in my life. Well, the more that he lives, the less that he tries to show her the love that he holds inside. But the more that she gives, the more that he sees. This is a story of you and me. So I bought you a rose on the way home from work, to open a door to a heart that I hurt. And I hope you notice this look in my eyes. I ain't gonna make things right for the rest of your life. Rest of your life. And I'm gonna hold you tonight and do all those little things for the rest of your life. The rest of your life. Thank you very much. Thank you. We're going to have a go at this one now. See if you can remember this. I was there to witness Candice's in the business. She wants the boys to notice her rainbows and her ponies. She was educated but could not can't tell. Now she got lots of different horses by lots of different men. And I say, liberate your sons and daughters. The bush is high and the hole there's water. You can get some when they give it. Nothing secret, but it's a living. Hey, ho, here she go, a little too high or a little too low. No self-esteem and vertigo. Think she made a candy. Hey, ho, here she go, a little too loud or a little too close. Got a hurricane in the back of her throat. Think she made a candy. Roses, whoever gets the closest, she comes and she goes as the war of the roses. Otherwise a victim and find the beat the system by moving bricks to Brixton and learning how to fix them. Liberate your sons and daughters. The bush is high, but in the hole there's water. As you wish you'll be the Hollywood love, and if it don't feel good, what are you doing it for? Hey, ho, here she goes, a little too high or a little too low, but no self-esteem and vertigo. Think she made a candy. Hey, ho, here she goes, a little too loud or a little too close. Got a hurricane in the back of her throat. Think she made a candy. Liberate your sons and daughters. The reaches higher than the hole there's water. And she'll win, she'll be the Hollywood love, and if it don't feel good, what are you doing it for? 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 Hey, ho, here she goes, a little too high, a little too low, with no self-esteem and vertigo. Think she made a candy. Hey, ho, here she goes, a little too loud, a little too close, got a hurricane in the back of her throat. Think she made a candy. Hey, ho, here she goes, a little too high, a little too low, with no self-esteem and vertigo. Think she made a candy. Hey, ho, here she goes, a little too loud, or a little too close, got a hurricane in the back of her throat. Think she made a candy. Thank you very much. Thank you. A little bit of Candy or Little Too High. Okay, let's have a quick look at the comments. I've gone quite a long time without looking, so where are we? I think it was up to there. Brenda says she's got her ticket. Yes, there we go. Have to go get you on catch-up, says Sharon. That's fine. It will be on Facebook as soon as we finish the show, so don't worry about that. And Leanne says it's like our own little GMTV show. Yes, well, I thought I'd loosely base it upon This Morning, which is a programme I absolutely love. Obviously without Phil and Holly and without most of it, really. But also without the adverts, so there's that positive, I suppose. Yes, I don't know if my little logo works. Let me just check. No, it doesn't seem to be. Oh, it does. It kind of does, down in the corner, but... Yes, so I was going to have that throughout as well, but I didn't in the end. Yes, well, that was the thought, and what the idea behind it is that it's incorporating afternoon noughties and Theatre Thursday, so they're not going to be going on anymore. They're going to now be segments within This Morning show every Wednesday morning, and also the other things like a few news headlines in the country music world, because you might not know about these things, and obviously the featured artist, which will be 3 songs by the featured artist plus a little bit of background about them, and just little things like that, just segments to the show, just to make it like a little bit of an entertainment show, really. That was the idea. So the afternoon shows will remain as kind of request shows, anything goes, lots of chatting, lots of singing and things like that, whereas This Morning show will be a lot more structured with all the features that we've had today. So I would like to know your feedback, by the way, if you can get in touch with me and let me know what you thought of it, things you would improve, things you would change. I do really, really like your feedback, so that'd be really helpful if you could let me know, your comments, basically, your comments. So thank you if you could do that. That'd be very, very kind of you. Karen has grown to love this song so much. I think that's Buy Me a Rose, isn't it? Yes. Oh, you're all saying you like that one. It is a good one. Brenda says another one to revive. Was that a little too high? I'm not sure. But yes, and as I say, I will be getting some things hopefully in the coming weeks to make the show a little bit more smooth, and better as well. So that hopefully, as I get a bit more money and things, I can afford to buy these things for the show. Thank you as well if you have donated, because they all help towards these sorts of things, as well as my food shopping. If I do need anything technological, which aren't cheap, then it helps towards that as well. Even little things, little leads and things that go, and batteries for my microphone. All these things, running costs basically, that I can't afford to fund myself, so it's massive help when you do donate. So thank you very much if you have donated today, or if you are going to. That's really, really kind of you. So as I say, we've got a day off tomorrow. I won't be doing any shows at all tomorrow. But Friday, I've got my normal afternoon live, and Saturday, I've got my what do you call it? Saturday is my musical variety extravaganza show. As I say, tickets are £5. I'll put another advert on Facebook later on if you want more details about the show, but lots and lots happening within that. But we've only got time to do one more show. Actually, I've been very impressed with myself today. I've run exactly not that word again, exactly to time. We're going to say that. So every feature has been dead on the time, and the finish is going to be dead on the time as well. So I'm quite pleased with myself today. It's not like me to run to time, I can tell you that much. So I'm going to leave you with one more song, I think, for today. And I'll see you again on Friday afternoon. This show will be back next Wednesday morning and every Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. So please keep watching. And as I say, please let me know your comments. So I'm going to leave you with this one. But thanks again for being here. And I'll see you on Friday. Last night I dreamt you were lying beside me. I smell the sweetness of your hair. You gently reached out to remind me of how it used to be, and I almost believed that this morning I'd find you still there. But here in the real world, I miss you madly. In the real world, I'm coping badly with losing you. What am I to do here in the real world without you? Last night I dreamt of a different ending.
I can't tell her what's wrong.
Everything you seem to work out somehow.
I know we're gonna go.
I saw that someday I could smile again without pretending. I was so sure I'd wake up and I wouldn't need you right now. But here in the real world, I miss you madly. In the real world, I'm coping badly with losing you. What am I to do here in the real world without you? Friends tell me I must not look back. There are silver rails just ahead on the track, and the stars say that I'm getting over the fact that you're gone. But here in the real world, I miss you madly. In the real world, I'm coping badly with losing you. What am I to do here in the real world without you? Here in the real world, here in the real world, I'm lost without you. I am lost without you. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. I'll see you on Friday for my afternoon live. And I'll be back here as well next Wednesday morning at 11 o'clock and every Wednesday morning. So stay tuned. Thank you very much. Look after yourselves.